We can start all over again. We're going to Waikiki. Whew.
Aloha, folks. Welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. We have another guest for you tonight. He's a very good friend of mine, but we only see each other about once a year. But I would love to bring back on the show my buddy, Mr. Justin Scard.
Oh.
What happened?
I always hit my head on the breezeway lamps. There's a lot of lamps in here. Have you ever counted them?
I've never counted them, no. But they're all just a little bit higher than I am tall.
Right, just like me. Yeah. They're right here.
Well, for
more
you,
lamps than customers in this bar.
For you, they're like all face height.
Yeah, right there.
Right in the kisser.
Dude, I'm happy to be back.
I know, thanks for coming back.
Once a year, dude. It's nice to see you. I'm glad we're still friends.
Your episode is the most viewed episode. You're a celebrity.
I find that hard to believe. What about McBiff? Darn you, McBiff.
The way that you and I became friends is that I saw a YouTube video like 12 years ago of some maniac running through the aisleways of Oceanic Arts. And he was like, oh, look at all this tiki stuff. And it was this dude. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. It seems silly to me. And then the more I watched you, I was like, oh, there's like charisma in this. And it's like, it's thought out and it's smart. And you...
I don't know if it's smart.
Oh. But you were a fan of Oceanic Arts maybe before anybody really knew about Oceanic Arts.
Well, I knew about Oceanic Arts before I even knew what tiki was. Oceanic Arts is Bob Van Oosting and Leroy Schmaltz, the master carver. Mm-hmm. His daughter was a friend of mine, specifically of my ex-wife's. And so I'd go in there and watch their band practice in like the late 90s.
At Oceanic Arts.
At Oceanic Arts, before the Sven Book of Tiki, before everybody like, oh, that's tiki, that's tiki.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't even have a name or a context for like, what is this stuff? Oh, it's my dad's business, you know, they make all this jungle stuff, and I'm like, this is better than punk rock. What is this?
Yeah. So even back then you realized that there was something special about it.
Yeah, it's like, this is Disneyland. This is Disneyland in a warehouse. And I think you emailed me after that.
Yeah, I did. I was like, hey, if you like that stuff, you would probably like my band, hopefully, and the place that we're performing at, which was Don the Beachcomber, Sam's Seafood in Sunset Beach. And then you showed up, and I was playing guitar, and I was like, well, there's that dude.
I don't know if they show up places either, but you were like, come over here. No one's going to beat you up. It was outside of my scene, outside of my bubble. I didn't know there was a whole scene. It was great because you were like, if you love that stuff, I know where to find a lot more of it. I think you sent me a whole list. Like, dude, there's apartment complexes, there's all this stuff. And I mean, I've seen all the elements my whole life. How can you not growing up here? Mm-hmm. But to know that they were all one thing and that there were people who like dedicated their time to this subject and go way down the rabbit hole was awesome. And then meeting you, the Hula Girls, the band The Hula Girls, and then all the people around that was awesome. Everybody was super friendly to me, and here I am all these years later, once a year.
Yeah, once a year, like Santa.
Yeah.
Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. I've been working on it, dude. All pandemic, I've been working on my Santa bod. I think this year's the year. I'm going to put the beard on.
But your channel also, you have done all kinds of adventures where you've gone and seen like tiki apartments and remains of tiki places. And
I want to do more, but I keep telling you we've got to go together.
Let's go.
In the Yeti.
Yeah. Oh, my Econoline.
or in the T-Bird. You've got to put some cars all the way back together, and then we can go do some adventures.
Okay. That's a good plan. So after we make the cocktail, we're going to talk further about Oceanic Arts because they just came out with an incredible 400-page book. 400 pages?
500 pages. Like the most amazing thing ever if you're into tiki at all. But we can't talk about that until the drink, right?
Yeah.
Drink first. Hold! Nobody move. We're doing the special effect. He's going to disappear. Ready, everybody? Hold! Oh, where'd he go? I went to a scary place. You know, then you go.
Oh,
we got it.
Have you ever been to Waikiki?
Yeah, once. I was 14 years old.
Okay.
14 years old, let loose on the streets of Waikiki by the Savannah High School Marching Band.
Oh.
From Anaheim, California.
What were you playing?
I was playing trumpet.
Oh.
So one of the cool instruments.
How come you didn't end up in a ska band?
I don't know.
And you're from Anaheim?
I know.
The ska capital of...
And my grandma's about a block and a half from where No Doubt would practice. So when I was a little kid, we'd see them walking to the Circle K.
No way.
Shell Station right there.
Really?
So it's weird. I didn't get into ska. I was more into the punk rock thing. Like, check out their pants. They're plaid pants. I need those. All
right. So regardless of ska and No Doubt and Anaheim, we are going to Waikiki in 1957. There's a cocktail specifically from Waikiki, from a bartender in Waikiki named Harry Yee. He's the dude that created the Blue Hawaiian. He's the first bartender to ever put a parasol into a cocktail.
Wait, like ever in the world?
Yeah, he was the dude.
No way.
And in 1957, he created a cocktail called the Tropical Itch. And so for this cocktail, we will be using passion fruit puree, orange curacao, Angostura bitters, bourbon, dark Jamaican rum. We're using Caruba.
It's my original last name.
Caruba?
Yeah.
Or
No.
dark Jamaican rum?
Dark Jamaican rum.
And a Puerto Rican 151. This is Don Q 151.
I think it's the first liquor I ever drank was a 151, and then I just had a little cap full and went, ah, no, ah. That's how the pandemic started.
All right, so for this cocktail, we aren't squeezing anything.
We're not squeezing any fruit.
No.
There's no fruit squeezing of any kind. Spike, last time I was here, we made the
Lapu Lapu.
Lapu Lapu,
Yeah.
and it was 8,000 kinds of fruit.
Yeah.
I was squeezing my little heart out, and because of that, I bought you a present specifically to squeeze fruit.
Well, you.
Hold on. Oh, it's gonna scratch the bar.
What is this?
A vintage 1950s juice-o-mat. Look at that. Oh, you can use your manpower to squeeze the passion fruit. No more squeezy. Look at it. It's vintage like
Yeah.
us. And you're telling me we can't even use it tonight.
I'm sorry.
All right, lose the juice-o-mat.
Okay, thank you so much for the present. I appreciate it.
Okay. Here, look at that. Look at your lovely assistant.
I know, my beautiful assistant. Why don't we start with the passion fruit puree?
All right.
This stuff freaks me out. It looks cheap and gross.
Yeah, where did you get this?
It was recommended to me. So if you guys have any ideas about better passion fruit puree, not passion fruit syrup, but passion fruit puree, leave a message in the comments below.
Dude,
because
we went from fruit juice last time to fruit product.
Okay, how do we open this thing?
I've never seen that.
Doesn't this feel like the stuff that you would see at a bar that you played?
Yeah, honestly. Actually, the bars I played mostly didn't even have that. They wouldn't even try that hard. I drank a lot of PBR in my time. That's why I don't normally drink now, dude. I've just burnt myself out. So I save it for breezeway cocktail hour, the champagne glass at a wedding, or Bob Gurr's 90th birthday party or something like that. It's a rare occasion. You're one of the few people that I'm like, oh,
I appreciate it.
We'll let loose. We'll go wild. Take off our shirts, get crazy, swing from the vines, go nuts.
Bob was supposed to come and be on the show.
Bob Gurr?
Yeah.
Oh, he still might. He has a Gur Tiki drink that he invented. It would be perfect for this show.
I want the Gur Tiki drink.
Gur Tiki. Let's see if we can make it happen.
Okay. 8 ounces of this stuff per cocktail.
So what is that?
Well, that's
like
a 2 on the...
4 of these cups.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of passion fruit product. Okay.
Yeah. Put it on the thing here.
Oh, I don't think you want this on your bar. 1.
Okay.
This is gonna be a whole cup of this stuff.
I know.
This looks like the stuff that comes out of Jabba the Hutt's mouth.
Ew.
It's not good.
My favorite thing is combining Star Wars with Tiki.
Star Wars, oh yeah, geeky tikis, dude.
Oh, no.
Dude, you know what? I just remembered. I have a Christmas present for you from 2 years ago. Not the juice-o-mat, which was from last year.
You got more presents for me?
I have a 2 years ago. I bought you a small tiki in the shape of Batman. It's like a Batman tiki.
Oh wow!
I wrapped it up. I was like, "Ha, for Spike, you'll get a big kick out of this."
Yeah.
Never brought it over.
Oh.
Don't know how much I just poured of that, but I think we're pretty close.
Yeah, you did it right.
Okay.
But I need to get another cup because we're gonna make 2 cocktails at the same time.
Oh.
I had no idea that this drink was so ridiculously gigantic.
You mean I have to drink it too?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Wait.
Oh, so I didn't do it right.
No, I think you did.
Oh, it's just the cup gets bigger as it goes along.
Why?
Mine wasn't right, dude. Let me just correct.
Okay, you're gonna like top
just
it off there.
Scotch it up. Either that or you went crazy with yours. Science.
I wonder how bad this stuff is for you.
It's called finest call.
I don't think it's the finest. Curacao.
Okay, curacao. I know exactly what that is.
Wait, pour a little bit in the top there.
Just to taste it? The top is all moldy, dude. I don't know if we want to drink this.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
It's a little rusty, dude. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, you got your tetanus shot, right?
You want me to taste it?
Yeah, you don't need to taste that much. My God. How is that?
It's going to be a lot different than the Lapu Lapu. Oh, Sailor, you like that?
Not when you do it like that.
No, that's not good. I wouldn't recommend drinking this by itself ever. Sorry, Pierre Fernand.
That's all we need is a half an ounce.
Half an ounce, thank God.
You just drank an ounce of it.
Just half an ounce. Yeah, this is less than I drank.
Yeah.
This one's diluted by the passion fruit. Can I have this one?
There's so much passion fruit.
You know what that reminds me of is like anisetta or something, like Italian stuff. It's like grapeseed, lemoncello. You ever have like lemoncello?
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you.
It's good and it's not good.
Uh-huh.
You know, it is what it is.
Okay, this is a mess.
You shouldn't have gave me the breezeway cocktail before we started this.
We did have the breezeway cocktail before this.
It was
What'd you think?
really good. better than whatever's in this.
Let's do dashes.
Okay, what's that?
This guy right here.
Okay. Oh, we're doing bitters.
Yeah, do you remember how to do that?
No.
All the way up and all the way down. Oh, look at this.
All the way up, and I'm gonna miss.
Okay, let me do the first one.
Yeah, I think this is best left
so like
professional.
This. 1,
Okay.
2.
All right. Down the hatch. 1, 2.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That's from Mark Twain. Mark Twain loved Angostura bitters.
Oh.
There were whole letters to his wife when he discovered these out on the road. He was on tour doing stand-up, basically. And he was like, we got to have these. We're going to have it in a drink every morning. We're going to have it in a drink every night. Mark Twain's autobiography.
What does that taste like?
It tastes bitter. Tastes like a divorce. It's bitter. It's bitter.
Let's do the dark Jamaican round.
Okay, that's this one, right?
Yeah.
Karuba. Is that how you say that?
Yes, that's exactly how you say
Right,
it.
good.
1 ounce per cocktail.
Okay.
A dark Jamaican round.
Cocktail.
No.
Is that an ounce?
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh. Whoa. I was reading the tablespoons and not the ounces.
Yes.
Sorry that I'm not as professional as my friend Spike Breezeway. What's your last name?
Cocktail hour. Okay, you can cap that then.
Okay. This is starting to look like a mini Guinness. You ever had one of those?
No.
Kahlua and Bailey's Irish Cream makes a little mini Guinness.
Ooh.
You take Kahlua,
Uh-huh.
right, in a shot glass. You put a spoon backwards in it.
Oh, yeah.
Pour the Bailey's Irish Cream on there. Just give it a little head.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not related to tiki at all.
I'm getting concerned about this cocktail.
Yeah.
First of all, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which
Look
is
at
nice.
the color of that.
It looks like a cartoon drink.
It looks like something went wrong in the fridge.
Now we're gonna add bourbon to it.
Oh, perfect. That makes everything better. Is this a cork? No, this is a... Oh, they deceived me. That's not real wax.
Oh, there's no corks here, huh? What do you think about corks?
Corks are cool.
Okay, 1 ounce of whiskey per drink here.
Oh, you don't want to give me whiskey.
I feel the same way about me.
Do you not normally drink whiskey?
No.
In all the years I've known you,
Whiskey gets
I don't
you
think
in-
I've ever seen you drink whiskey. Ooh, sorry, I keep pouring it down
wait.
too low.
Oh.
It's the 1 ounce. You're good. I know what I'm
I don't know
doing.
if that was 1 ounce.
Trust me, that
That
was
was
an
like
ounce.
3/4.
No. I'll give you an extra quarter if you really
No,
want
no.
more whiskey.
Uh,
Huh?
okay.
Whoa, he's getting
Just a little
crazy.
bit. Dude, that's a half.
Okay.
You need to put it back in there.
Yeah.
Some
We're good.
some curacao whiskey.
It's all good.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh no.
Okay. We're getting creative.
We're ruining tomorrow is what we're doing. Now, the most treacherous of all the ingredients is in that middle bottle there.
Well, it's got a guy riding a horse with a spear on it. It's Don Quixote, so you know it's good.
Yes. Oh, is that what it? Don Q.
Yeah, Don Q. It's my homie, Don Q. He rides a horse.
Fighting windmills.
Fighting.
See, I'm literary.
How much of this stuff?
1.5 ounces.
So I
of
gotta leave it
151.
on the bar. Look
Yeah.
at, I'm slowly learning how to make a cocktail. A thing I will clearly do often now, once a year. 1.5
Perfect.
per.
That's a lot of 151, man.
It smells like bad.
Yeah.
This smells like stuff grandmothers put in closets to get insects to go away. It's not great smelling.
You know, remember when I said I was literary?
Yeah.
Literary?
Yeah, you
And-
literally said that.
We were just in San Diego, and we
Yeah.
went to dinner with Pinup Palmer and our friends from the Contigo Tiki Bar and my lovely girlfriend Larissa.
Whoa! Was that the first time you said that on the show?
I don't know.
People keep asking that. They're like, "Are you guys a couple?" And I'm like, "They're a couple of lookers."
Yeah. So we're sitting there, right?
Uh-huh.
And my vocabulary is really exceptional.
Yes. Superlative command of syntax.
We're talking about other ways to say names of something or whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I go, well, I think their monkeyer also is this word, and it was something.
You said monkeyer.
Yeah, I was like, well, sometimes it's a
Like
monkey.
someone acts like a monkey, and then sometimes someone acts monkeyer.
Unfortunately, that's not how I was trying to use that word.
Oh, okay.
I was like, sometimes this is a monkeyer for this.
Oh, a monkeyer.
Yeah.
Like a
term-
moniker. Oh.
And the whole table, I thought it was the funniest thing of all time.
It's a little funny.
I pulled it up on my phone. I was like, no, I think you guys are wrong.
So they were like, monkeyer is not a word. Oh, I see. And you were thinking moniker.
Monkeyer. Moniker.
Monkeyer.
Okay. All right, so that's the cocktail. They're gigantic. And so when I saw this cocktail presented on the internet, people were using these. And I've never used these before for anything. I have a zillion of these, and they're from all kinds of places, like the Bamboo Chopstick in Bakersfield, California.
Oh, I've seen a bunch of these from that place from Lake Tahoe. What's it called?
Harvey's.
Harvey's. You used to find Harvey glasses in every thrift shop everywhere. Can't find any of them anymore.
I know. They were like $1.
It's sad.
This is from the Tiki's
What
at
was
San
the
Gabriel.
one that replaced Pollardville in Stockton? It was the big tiki bar in Stockton off 99.
The Islander.
The Islander.
Did you go there?
No, I never went there. I've only seen the empty lot. My friend Ben from the Volcanics and the Resurrects and Scarred and what have you.
Scarred, his
He
band
used
is
to
good.
live very close to Pollardville, so I've like learned all about it
Oh.
after. Didn't you go to college up there though?
Yeah, I did.
So did you go to the Islander?
No. The Islander turned into a chicken restaurant, and it was there through my whole college experience. And my last couple of years of college, I knew about tiki and I was getting into it. And I was like, I'll go in there someday.
Oh, you never went.
And then they demolitioned it.
I think
Demoed it.
that's like me with everything, and it was almost me with the Mai Kai. Because
Oh.
how many years have you been telling me you've got to go to the Mai Kai, you've got to go to the Mai Kai?
And every time you go to Florida, you go to Disney
Well, I've
World.
been on. Sometimes I'm on someone else's dime, or
Right.
the hotels. I'm like, I don't want to skip out for 2 days on their hotel,
I know.
or this, or there's an event, or whatever. And I'm like, it'll be there. And then it almost wasn't going to be there forever.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. It
Thank
looks like
goodness.
it's saved for now. And I bet they don't serve this there.
They serve incredible cocktails.
So not this.
I don't know what Harry Yee was doing when he invented this, but I'm interested to give it a try.
I have a question at this juncture.
Yes.
What do you think this is going to taste like? You've now done a lot of cocktails. What's this look like to you?
I feel like it's gonna be heavy in passion fruit puree.
Passion fruit product?
We're gonna drink half the bottle of that.
I've never actually drank out of one of these cups.
Oh my god. Yeah, me
We're
neither.
going full Goodwill right now.
Yeah.
Full 90s Goodwill when Goodwill was good, before they had the website and sell all the good stuff.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Sonora?
Shake that spike.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Sonora.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Work it all the time. Yeah. Okay. Tyler hates that song though.
I know.
I bet they sing that in Larissa's Homeland like all day, all night. I feel like that's all they
Uh-huh.
sing. Shake, 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 Sonora.
The monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the monkeys.
Yeah.
And the monkey ears.
And the monkeys. And the monkey ears. Everyone has a monkey ear down there.
Here's yours.
Okay, so this is mine. The whole thing?
Yeah.
Is he gonna fit in here?
I don't think so.
Well, at least it's gonna be cold. Oh, right. That is bubbling, Spike.
You want to grab a glass?
You know what? It doesn't smell that bad.
Okay, we're gonna give Larissa some here too.
Oh my god.
Look at that. That's all passion fruit.
Okay, hold on 1 second here, because I gotta shake mine, and there's gonna be leftover also. Oh,
I've watched a lot of Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour.
thank you.
Sorry, there's ice in my mouth. I've watched a lot of Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour, and I feel like it's always very professional, very smooth, very well done. And then I show up once a year and just throw it all into
I know,
chaos.
but it's super fun. So thanks.
You're welcome.
Here it
This
is.
doesn't look right. This doesn't.
Oh man.
Why does it look like that?
I don't know.
Where did you get this? Like Mort's liquor or something?
Larissa, why don't you take this?
Okay. Wait, like this.
Thank you.
She looked good in her episode. She was like doing like this or whatever. Whenever I try to do that, you laugh. What if I joked you, Spike?
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna use a couple of straws from Surfside Sips, and then you want a pink one or a green one?
I'm man enough for the pink one.
Ooh, bold move.
So wait a minute. So Harry Yee
Yeah. Oh, you gotta-
invented
you gotta do
the.
this thing.
Oh. He invented the umbrella in the cocktail thing.
Yeah,
Like worldwide. Like that's where it came from. That's
Yeah.
where it originated.
he was the dude.
And what year supposedly is this drink? Or
Nin-
roughly, I mean.
No, it is exactly 1957.
So 1957. Where are we at? How long has Dawn the Beachcomber existed by then?
That was what, 1938 or something?
So we're like 15 years into the world of tiki rum-based cocktails.
I guess Harry Yee was getting requests all the time for tropical cocktails. And at the time, there really weren't anything on the island.
Right.
And so that's why he created all these different cocktails, like
Well,
the Tapa Punch.
Most of these tropical South Pacific cocktails that were being invented in LA were all from Caribbean rum.
Right.
And they were being invented by Filipino guys usually, right?
Yep.
In Hollywood. So he's like, yes, Hawaiian cocktail. And he got a bottle of this and went to town.
Yeah.
So Maker's Mark.
The thing about Harry Yee, as you can see with like the parasols, the hanging lantern picks,
The thing about Harry Yee is he wasn't hairy at all. Not a lick of hair on the guy. Bald from the neck down. But he had this incredible beard.
But
I assume he was handsome.
yeah, gorgeous.
Had to be to get away with putting all this.
Harry
in there.
Yee enjoyed the spectacle
Yes.
of these cocktails. So,
I've never seen a hanging lantern umbrella. I'm actually really impressed and distracted with this.
He was the first one also to kickstart the backscratcher craze that happened in Hawaii by doing that.
What? That's what those are for?
Yes, that's why when you were rubbing it on your back, I was like, please don't rub it
Well,
on your back.
I rubbed this end on my back.
Okay.
And I didn't get that far down, don't worry. If we had gone to the Hilton in Waikiki in 1957,
Yes.
we could have ordered this.
You can still get these kind of cocktails in Hawaii now, and they will serve it with a backscratch. And we're gonna garnish with some mint. Wait, did you smack that mint?
Did I smack it?
Oh, God.
Fun story.
Yeah.
When I was in the marching band and going to Hawaii, Green Day was playing on the island. This is 1998.
Oh.
So it was a very big deal still there,
Yeah.
right? Like for the whole high school. Green Day is playing. And the band director wouldn't let us go, wouldn't let any of us go. Mr. Naylor. When we were walking down the street, we were going to the, like where the zoo area was. There's a big park over there.
Oh, yeah.
So we could march and do the thing. I saw the bass player from Green Day.
Oh.
And he saw that I saw him, and he had to walk past that whole group of high school kids. And I kept my mouth shut because he just looked like, oh no.
Please don't say anything.
Right. I've done that a number of times now.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah. Every time I see a celebrity, I want to be like, ah. Yeah, I always give him the little wink. Last one was Vince Vaughn. I saw Vince Vaughn at Disneyland, and he's walking by me, and I was like, I love you, Vince Vaughn. He was like, I love you too, buddy. Because I said it so quiet. He was like, oh, thank goodness.
Thanks for not freaking
Because he
out.
could just see from a distance. He had to pass me. I was in a pinch point, you know.
You walked by somebody else the other day.
Bob Saget?
Bob Saget. Oh, right before he...
Dude, Bob Saget was a few years ago.
Oh, okay. Then you just pulled that back up.
Yeah, so a few years ago, we were sitting right there where you go into critter country, you know, and then I was doing a vlog, so I'm like holding an unedited vlog.
Yeah.
Right? This is back in the old days. People didn't know what the heck you're doing, talking to your phone.
Right.
I got my buddy Tyler there, and we're talking, and he goes, Bob Saget? You know how we always do like the Johnny Depp, like a fake celebrity thing, like a guy looks like somebody.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, it is Bob Saget. And then Bob Saget comes like, hello, Bob Saget. Hello. So Bob Saget was in one of my really early videos.
Wow.
So when he passed away, everybody kept bringing up the Bob Saget video, and Tyler and I were texting each other like, our best friend Bob.
Oh.
And he was like, to be fair, every time we hung out with Bob Saget, he was a true gentleman, which is true. That was only that one time,
Right.
hence the joke, but rip.
And so from Waikiki at the Hilton Hawaiian Village by Harry Yee, this is the Tropical Itch.
I always thought that was something you got a different way. This is a real drink. People order this.
This looks like a carnival.
Do they still sell this anywhere?
I think
we need
they-
to know.
Yeah, I think so. Have you guys had one? Mention it in the comments below.
All right.
All right, cheers.
All right. Dude, that does not taste as bad as I thought it was going to taste.
No, but it's really thick. It's thicker than I
It's
expected.
like a milkshake. Marissa said that we should have mixed that passion fruit with water. She might be right.
Like that's a concentrate or something?
Because this tastes a lot like a milkshake.
How many calories do you think's in this thing?
Dude, I switched to sugar-free soda lately
Yeah.
because of my quarantine 85 pounds that I gained. And the heart doctors told me to lose quite a bit of weight, so I'm trying. And I just feel like I undid it all with 2 sips. Like, I undid it all. Like, here.
I don't know. It tastes thick. It's heavy on the passion fruit, obviously. I guess
We're going to need a bigger straw.
you get kind of a hint of the bourbon.
Overall, though, it's not that bad. Like, it's not. It doesn't taste as much like jet fuel as I thought it was going to taste.
No.
It actually does taste like a mixed cocktail, especially with the whiskey and the bitters in there. I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be like an old-fashioned with a little bit of passion fruit. You know what I mean? Like old-fashioned with passion fruit instead of cherry.
That sounds horrible.
Right, which
Yeah.
is what I was smelling. But it's
good. It's just, I don't know. Something feels wrong.
It's real thick, man. It's like creamy. It's like got head to it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
It's like
I get
frothy a little bit. Is that from just shaking the passion fruit, you think? Or
Well, we shook the cocktail.
someone out there's judging us now if we did it
I
wrong?
know.
Either you're out there judging us going, no, that's not the way Harry Yee would have done it. Or you're saying, guys, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's the creaminess of the tropical itch. That's how it scratches your itch. It gets you right in the back. Oh, right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
That's where it gets you. It gets you right. You drink it. And then it gets you right here. Ah, it just scratches you. Oh, and it gets you right in the beard. Oh, yeah. You drink it, you scratch your friends. We're at the Hilton. Things are great at the Hilton. Harry Yee is here. Yee for Harry Yee. It's strong. Woo! That's a lot of passion fruit.
Let's talk about Oceanic Arts.
Oh, I forgot all about Oceanic Arts.
Oceanic Art.
Hold on. Whew, okay, let me wash it down with some more of the thing that caused my mouth to go dry. Ah, boy, you can smell that mint. Okay.
Oceanic Arts has been the supplier of nautical and tropical decor globally since 1956.
Yeah.
The genius carver, Mr. Leroy Schmaltz, carved this and this.
This, definitely this, possibly this. Who carved this?
That guy?
Maybe Leroy. Who knows?
Maybe. But most of the stuff on this back wall were carved by Leroy, including this big tiki that sits out in front here.
That's a legitimate question for any tiki bar, actually. Any tiki bar in America and even around the world, you're going to go in and you're going to see something either designed by, physically carved by, or sold through Leroy Schmaltz's company.
Totally. And they outfitted just about every Trader Vic's, every Down the Beachcomber. Like, at least they had a hand in all these things, including Adventureland.
Adventureland, SeaWorld, the original SeaWorld, Lion Country Safari,
Ooh.
Any kind of tropical, jungle, or nautical themed environment they've had a hand in. But it goes farther than that because they did Epcot, where they did a lot of the Canadian carvings, like the totem poles there, the Viking and all the Norway carvings.
It's insane. The reason, not the only reason you're here,
No.
because I enjoy your company.
No, it's nice to be here. This is only the second time I've left my house since my fiance Allie had her surgery. I went to Leroy Schmaltz's art show and then came here. Someone's watching her. She's doing okay. She's doing better. But so the last time I left the house was just to go to Leroy's art show, where I procured 2 of these. So not only has Oceanic Arts done all those carvings around the world, all those tikis, and outfitted every place.
It's kind of a yin-yang.
Yeah. But this is how they started. The whole company started with Leroy Schmaltz carving palm frond masks in the 50s, and then Bob Van Oosting, his business partner, coming along going, well, I think we could sell some of those, you know.
It's totally Bob's voice.
A couple Christian men together selling palm frond masks. What are you going to do about that, Leroy?
Love those guys.
Leroy's son-in-law told me that they pulled these out of the rafters and that he carved these in the 50s. I think they're probably more likely from the 60s, which is when they moved into the building that they're in now.
Oh.
But clearly, I mean, you can smell that dust right there. That's some OA dust, some generation. So I think he touched them up with paint. He signed them. He re-signed them again.
Oh, okay.
On the back. So yeah, I picked these up very recently. A couple of original Schmaltzes. But to think that from going around the world doing the Polynesian resort at Disney World and big theme parks and all this crazy stuff, they started with just this, simple dreams.
And the funny thing is, too, is that we kind of deify a lot of vintage tiki carvers like Milan Guanco and Andreas Bumate and stuff. And like the most prolific
certainly
tiki carver is still with us. And it's a shame that Oceanic Arts has recently closed. They're old dudes now.
Very well, yeah, in the 80s, late 80s.
They had an incredible run, so they're going to have a big art show, right?
So they've been getting offers for years and years to sell the company because they're getting on in years and all that stuff. There aren't exactly tiki restaurants popping up every other day. So people have come along and offered them, and I think they just wanted to keep it in the family. They couldn't picture Oceanic Arts without themselves, kind of a thing.
Right, yeah.
Finally, the pandemic comes, it shuts it all down. They're having trouble getting nipa thatch and all the, bamboos and stuff from around the world. There aren't as many clients, there aren't as many projects. Restaurants are closing down, not opening up.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like the time, health things. Leroy sadly lost his wife this past Christmas. And so enter Jordan from Peekaboo Gallery, who's known those guys forever and ever and ever, decided that, hey, instead of just selling the business or selling off the pieces of the business, why don't we throw this big grand event, so at least 3 nights of events, including a performance by the Hula Girls, basically like a huge exhibit that'll go on throughout the month of April, culminating in a big auction so that everybody who loves Oceanic Arts and tiki stuff gets a chance to grab some schmaltz, some stuff like this.
I will tell you, I'm so flattered and honored to be asked to perform at something so important as the closing of Oceanic Arts.
I keep calling them the closing ceremonies. That is not what they're officially called, but I keep saying, like, yeah, the closing ceremonies. He's like, that's not it. That's not the thing. And I'm like, it's the closing ceremonies.
But it kind of is. It's like a clothing.
Were you bummed when you found out they were closing?
It's funny because I hadn't been to Oceanic Arts for several years just because...
Well, you don't need a lot more stuff.
Well, the place is pretty much designed, but when Bamboo Ben first designed this place, we spent a lot of time at Oceanic Arts. The first iteration of this was very kind of clean, very
minimalist.
Minimalist, very tiki modern. But we went with Bamboo Ben, and we bought all the bamboo there.
His design was awesome. It was
just a different thing.
Boy, has it evolved.
It certainly evolved.
But I have the opposite problem where I never had the money or the space.
Oh, right.
Right? So I would go in there, but I didn't ever need to buy anything. I would go in there and window shop and window shop and window shop. I finally get the space and have the money to, and pandemic, and now
they shut the doors
on me. Yeah. And even I didn't get a heads up. Nobody got a heads up.
So do you think that you're going to be able to bid on some stuff?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
We'll see. These auction things get crazy, and there's a lot of stuff that they carved for original restaurants. I mean, there's tikis in there that came from legendary Trader Vic's and from all these different places. Stuff that nobody really knows what it is, and you probably walk by it 1,000 times. Oh, that tiki that Bob and Leroy have, and it came out of some iconic, super amazing restaurant, or it was in these movies.
Don Beach bought it himself and was leaning on it.
Yeah, and so now not only were they putting together this event and this auction, but instead of just putting together an auction catalog, which would show off all these different things, because the pandemic happened and they had the time, Jordan did the ultimate thing and actually wrote a book all about Oceanic Arts, which is really going to up the stakes, I think, for the auction. Unfortunately for me and my wallet, but is the most amazing thing ever. I got to show it to you. Hold on.
Okay. Now, I pre-ordered this thing when they first went on sale.
Yeah.
There are only, 3 of these books that exist right now?
As far as I know, 3 people have them. Sven Kirsten's got one, Shag has one, I've got one, and there's a floater out there that they're showing off. But the rest are stuck out in Long Beach Harbor, out in the ocean on a boat.
And Justin brought this thing over, and I haven't even wanted to open it because I really want to be able to sit with it when I get my copy, and I probably will flip through this thing later.
Found out last night I'm the first person that's actually read through the whole thing.
Wow.
So I feel special because at this moment I know more about Oceanic Arts than anyone except for Bob Leroy and the guy who wrote the book, until everybody else catches up with me.
Yeah.
So I felt pretty special.
And it's full circle because, you and I met.
Was because of Oceanic Arts.
Because of Oceanic Arts.
But this is super weird though. So I told Jordan, the guy that wrote the book, I said, you made a mistake. Because I didn't know anything like the rest of you. All I saw was a post. Oceanic Arts is closing, and I thought, what the heck? So I tried to email Bob, no reply, because everyone in the world was trying to email them.
Right.
And luckily, Jordan had watched a bunch of Random Land videos and knew who I was, and I had met him down there during the pandemic when they were starting this project, but no one said anything. It was real cagey and top secret. Like, who's this guy? Who's this other guy in here during the lockdown? Like, we're working on a thing. He's like, you know what? I've watched so many of your videos while I'm working on this. I know you love those guys. They love you. I'm going to give you a copy of the book to review or whatever. And I like the rest of everybody else, thought, there's pre-orders for a book about Oceanic Arts. One, I'm super jealous because I've been trying to talk Bob and Leroy. Even that last time I visited and saw that guy in there, I was trying to convince him, let me do a documentary about Oceanic Arts. For years, I've been trying to convince him, let me scan your pictures, do a legit thing. Someone's got to tell this story. No one's told the story. So I'm a little jealous that Jordan did it, but to be fair, I've read the book now. He did a better job than I could do, trust me. So I saw the price tag on it, and it's not cheap.
Right.
And I saw the picture of it, and I'm thinking, what? And I told him, you made a mistake, because the proportions of the book in the pictures make it look really small. It looks like a regular sized book.
Yeah.
But what you can't see is how huge this thing is, how heavy it is. It's 500 full color pages that are packed with, you haven't looked through it yet. I don't want to spoil it for you, but thousands of images of legendary tiki bars, dives you've never heard of, matchbook covers, carvings, architectural drawings, and then all through it along the sides, in actually pretty big print, is this running interview with Bob and Leroy, where this guy spent a year with them in the break room, in their environment, and coaxed out the whole story from 1956 through the whole golden age and beyond of, not just themselves. So the genius part about this book is, I have to say, and I'm not getting paid for this, I'm not shilling because
neither of us are getting paid
I know peekaboo or anything like that, but it's because I love Bob and Leroy so much. But the genius thing was, as much as I wanted Bob and Leroy's story to be told, the cool part was, that's about, that's a good chunk of it, and their story is threaded throughout, but it goes into Milan Guanco. It goes into all these other people that they met, people you've never heard of.
Eli Headley, I'm sure.
Yeah, Headley's in there.
Bamboo Ben's grandfather.
And all kinds of different visionaries. The Balls family who built the tikis. So there's a whole section on the tikis, so he went and exactly right there.
Yeah.
There's more information in here than I've ever seen in another tiki book. It's insane.
I'm so excited about this book. I'm so excited about the events. It's 3 different nights. I think our night is sold out. Actually, I think 2 nights are sold
I
out.
think the first night and the second night are sold out. The third night is like gonna sell out. Probably while we're talking.
And this is still available for order, right?
Yeah, so they're still taking pre-orders for this. And the proceeds, I should mention, the proceeds for this book, which was all self-published and self-made. That's why no corners. They didn't want to go through a publisher because then they'd chop it down. You'd have to cut everything out. All the proceeds for all this stuff is going to Bob and Leroy. This is their big thing. This the whole business is being disassembled for them and for their families. Like that is the nest egg, everything they worked for 66 years, man.
It's an amazing story that you just is unparalleled. Really.
It's pretty awesome. And it kind of answers all the questions too, because it talks about how they went to, you know, all these different islands and stuff where carving and the traditional artwork had been banned by missionaries for a long period of time. And so you couldn't get carvings from those islands, or they tried to source thatch from those islands. And like, it was a weird give and take thing. And they kind of touch on that. They touch on the whole tiki craze. Like,
well, especially back then, they just had to take photographs or buy stuff and bring it back. Because obviously there's no internet and there's no source material except for maybe a couple books.
There was nothing. So they went off and actually went around the islands and physically brought that. They were the ones trying to raise the bar and do something a little more authentic.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold that thought. I was saying that there weren't books back then for them to reference, but I have this book, Arts of the South Seas.
Ooh.
And this was literally the only thing that you could reference back then.
What year is that published?
1946.
So there's that book forever. Yeah. And then in the 60s, you got a book called Oceanic Art.
Oh, yeah.
Which is where they got their name.
Oh.
Oceanic Art.
Okay.
Because originally it was called Schmaltz van Oosting.
Ooh.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, though.
Schmaltz van Oosting. Yeah, it's a fun thing to say, but doesn't exactly tell the story of what they're selling.
That's partly why I'm here. A little bit of Leroy Schmaltz celebrating, because I know you love the guy. But like you kind of mentioned, like he hasn't got a lot of the credit that he deserves for being pretty much ubiquitous in the tiki world.
Right.
Because they're still alive. They're still selling this stuff. And there's egos, and there's all kinds of like, oh, and there's a little bit of taking him for granted, like, oh, Bob and Leroy, they've always been there kind of thing. But these guys are living legends. They've had their finger in every pie, and it's all like touched on throughout this book. So I just wanted to bring this by just to mention to all the tiki people out there who are like, who's this guy? That he's known Bob Leroy forever. He's super close with them. What's this book all about? Is it worth the price tag? I think it's absolutely worth it. I mean, that's a hefty piece of history right there, and it all is going back to Bob and Leroy. I think it's worth it.
And it's everything that we talk about in this show. These guys helped build the places that all these cocktails live in. Leroy and Bob have always been great to the Hula Girls and always great to me. And
they're sweethearts.
Yeah. Can't wait to perform at their event. Thank you for joining me once again on Spike's Breezeway Cocktail. Oh wait, where's the pin? Do we do the pin?
The pin?
Oh, it's right here.
So what do I get this for?
For being on the show, you get this Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour enamel pin.
How else could I have gotten this if I wasn't a guest on the show, Spike?
Funny you should ask that. If you join the $10 tier of the Patreon, then you can also get this pin, and you also get first shot at any kind of merch drops, things like that.
That's a good idea. This is a pretty sick pin.
Thanks,
I'm going to wear this right here.
Right to Random Land. All right.
Was I not supposed to leave?
We got to say the things that you never say.
Damn.
No.
What are we saying? I don't usually say those on camera.
Folks, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, comment, hit the subscribe button.
Oh, those things that I never say.
Yeah.
Smash the like. Wait, hold on. What is up, you guys? If you like this video, we're gonna smash the like button. We're gonna ring the bell. Ring a ding ding. We're gonna subscribe. We're gonna check out the Hula Girls. We're gonna check out the Spike's Breezeway merch. We're gonna check out Patreon. We're gonna backscratch our faces. Like, comment, smash, leave a comment about smashing the comments. Smash the comments. Cocktail. Spike. Breezeway. Do the like and comment and subscribe and comment. Like it, it's coming. This is my show now. The Captain Backscratcher and the Shrimp Shack Droolers. Yeah. Go home. Sleep well. Was that good?
That was good.
I
Thank
was
you.
waiting for that.
This is a strong ass drink.
It's a strong ass drink.
It burns my insides a little.
But it's thick.
Yeah.
More eyes in mine.
I'm not used to having thick things inside of me.
Well,
I'm used to putting them stacking. Got him like, que bella. Aww. Oh, hey.
Get off my set. So, so we're gonna talk about. Let me start that over.
Okay.
Aloha, welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. There is, what the f am I gonna Harry Yee was the guy who created the Tap a Punch. And for this cocktail, we will be using,
Sorry. I just keep thinking of how hard you're gonna have to work editing this. I remember when you edited the last one, you're like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
brittle. So this bartender, oh my God.
Stop.
Okay.
I don't normally do it this way. I'm normally holding it, so I just
I know.
turn it off and then laugh.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
and I don't normally like catch the last. Okay. Well, why'd you bring up Waikiki, Spike?
I brought up Waikiki passion fruit puree. Wait.
Why? I'm just doing what she was doing.
Okay, yeah, except
I'm just doing what the murder queen was doing.
except sexier. Yeah, much sex.
What?
it's not
Please
doing
don't rub that on your
Oh,
boobie. Wait, okay, we gotta do it for real. Okay.
Talk about something that's not funny. Okay. Maker's Mark? We're drinking a cocktail with Maker's Mark in it?
Unfortunately, yes.
This doesn't look good. Good thing I brought cigars for the bourbon and also a smoking jacket and several mahogany bookcases. Yes.
You brought bookcases with you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by.
Sorry. Are there actual
Sven.
back scratchers in here? Is this for the itch? Like once we get the itch?
Mhm.
Is it the tropical HVD? I knew that was going to be an edit.
Okay.
You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it. It's a joke I heard once.
Because it's worth it.
Is it not funny? Well, if we have to explain it, it's not good. We'll move on.
It was funny.
Oh, it's just funny.
Wait, why is it?
Why is divorce so expensive?
Right. Because
It's worth it. I don't know. I guess it doesn't make sense.
I don't think so.
I thought the joke was funny for years, and this guy just ruined it.
Because you really want it.
It's worth it.
Right.
But that's why it's expensive.
You're right. It's not good.
I don't think that's a funny joke.
No, you're right. It's not. On my phone, I was filming something at Disneyland, and somebody once saw me from a distance, like, look up on my. I was talking, and okay, let me double check.
Yeah, you don't
I
get a
always
fact
want to
wrong.
double check. Like, oh, they re-upgraded the elephant pool, you know, and changed it in the Jungle Cruise in 1957.
Right.
So you want to look and just double check your notes or double check on the internet somewhere and go, I want to make sure it wasn't 1959. I was thinking 1957 or vice versa or whatever. And then this guy posted the whole thing. He doesn't even know his facts. He checks Wikipedia.
Of course you do. What are you, like you're not a historian. You're a guy hosting a show. That'd be like me being like, I'm the best bartender and tiki historian.
I got all them drinks recipes in my memory. Half a bottle of Curacao, 14 ounces of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many recipes have you memorized?
One.
There you go.
Two.
Oh,
3. Okay.
4.
Three.
5.
No, 3.
Okay, 3.
Thank you.
Let me see.
Pardon me. Off the stage, please.
It doesn't have any.
And so, from the Hilton Hawaiian Village in 1957, this is the back scratch. Oh, this is.
It's not the back scratcher.
Well, there is a back
That's why
scratcher.
I want to get. That's all I can think of now. Dude, you gotta look through this book, Spike. I'm telling you.
Thank you for joining me once again here
Is there a
on.
mosquito in here, dude? It's getting more tropical than I thought possible. Would you want to drink that? It's so far. It's mostly this. You like that outro?
Yes.
There's more where that came from.